Hi everybody. Just want to check out, make sure you can see. Okay, we're gonna start soon. Welcome to All Levels Yoga today. My name is Kim, and I'm glad that you're all here, or will be here. We're gonna do some twists today. I love to do twists. So this isn't all levels. It's not gentle. It's not power, which is the two classes that I normally teach on Friday. So it'll be like of a mid class, something in between. This is my setup, and hope that you can see me as I sit. Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Make sure you can see me. No thumbs up? All right. Well, let's go ahead and we'll get started. So there's no music. You can go ahead and play your own music. Thank you. Good thumbs up. You can play your own music, or last week I sent a playlist out, and I'll do that next week. My apologies, I didn't get that done this week. We'll just start. So I want you to sit in a comfortable position. If you want to do Virasana and you have a block or a dense blanket, you can take that, put that in between your ankles and really hug the block with your ankle bones. You want your block this way, not a skinny way. If it's skinny, then your sits bones kind of fall off the block and it's just not comfortable. Right, so you can sit in Virasana with your hands on your lap. So this requires, a stretching of the quad muscles and a deep bend in your knee. So if that's not appropriate for you, you can take another block, put it on top, sit up a little higher. If that just doesn't work at all, just come to a cross-legged position on your mat. All right, just like this. You can use a blanket to prop yourself up. I'm gonna go back to Virasana. All right, so let's come into a centering practice. Bring your hands on your thighs and close your eyes down. And I just want you to notice your breath right now as it is. Feel your breath move in and out of your nostrils without trying to change anything. Notice where your breath travels. Follow its path. Feel the breath come into your nostrils and into your throat and down into your lungs. And then notice how far down you breathe. And then start to increase the volume of your breath. And breathe in and out of your nose. So your breath is going to slow down here. Take a longer exhale. And then as you breathe, bring your awareness to your feet and your shins. So if you're in Virasana like I am, just press down into the tops of your feet and push your shins down. If you are sitting in a cross-legged position, just activate your feet. So flex your feet, maybe spread your toes apart a little bit, and breathe. So we're trying to activate our base. Good. And then draw your belly button in and up contract the upper leg muscles, so just squeezing them in a little. So your sits bones are gonna plant a little bit firmer on your block or your blanket or whatever you're sitting on, regardless of Virasana or Sukhasana. And then bring your awareness back to your breath again after you make these adjustments. Press down into your sits bones and lengthen up through your spine. You want to try to lift the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, so you get a little bit taller. And notice what's happening in the shoulders. Are you rounded forward some? Pull back your upper arm bones by squeezing your shoulder blades together. So we broaden here through the chest. Good, sit up, sit up. Now that we've created this strong base and a nice long spine, soften your facial muscles. Right? Let everything kind of be droopy. And let your lower jaw separate from your upper jaw, so your teeth are separated from each other. Notice if you've been clenching your jaw. Right? This might feel a little weird to just let the teeth separate. Try it on. Deepen your breath again. And let your arms relax. Let your elbows be heavy. And then travel your awareness to your palms, whether they're palm down or palm up. Just notice any sensations you feel in your palms. Stay active in your legs, stay active in the belly, drawing the belly in. So when I pull my belly in, I just sat back a little bit on my sits bones. Keep doing that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay active in your legs, tall in your spine. Bring your hands together and then bow your head to your heart. Slowly open your eyes. Just blink them open. Gaze through your fingertips to the floor. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, hands back together. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach out and up. Interlace your fingers at the top and then flip your palms towards the ceiling. Good, stretch up, breathe in. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace your fingers and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now if your shoulders are really tight, you can grab a strap or a towel and go ahead and hang on to that. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Notice what happens in the belly here. I automatically kind of popped my belly forward. Draw your belly button in as you do that. Stay as tall as you can in your spine. So we'll do some twists today. So I want you to make sure that the spine is lengthened. Right, some twists and some balancing, which is my favorite things to do. Breathe in. Exhale, come forward, interlace the fingers, press your palms forward, tuck your chin to your chest. Keep your fingers interlaced. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind you. Interlace and squeeze. Breathe in. Exhale, come forward. Interlace, press forward. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Breathe in. Exhale, come forward, interlace, and push forward. Good. Bring your hands into your lap. Sit up nice and tall in your spine. As you exhale, twist to your right. Actually, I think I have to go this way to mirror you. Good. Breathe in, lengthen up through your spine. Keep creating that tall spine so our twists are a little bit more effective. Exhale, draw your belly in, stay in your twist. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Keep the belly button drawn in. So notice if I don't contract the belly, I kind of slump down into my spine. Press into your shins, pull the belly in, lengthen through the spine and twist. Right, so you get so much more room to twist from. Breathe here, one more breath. And then come forward. So let's come off of our blocks, off of your seat if you've been sitting in a cross-legged position. Come onto your hands and knees. Your hands here are shoulder width apart, knees hips distance apart. And I want you to spread your fingers wide and push your palms down into your mat. Right, this gives you more stability. Take your right foot back behind you, so push your toes down into the mat. Push your heel to the back of the room. Draw your belly in and push the floor away from you with your hands. So you're creating this nice base for yourself. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take your right knee down, take the left foot back. Push your toes down into your mat. Push your heel to the back of the room. Get a nice stretch of your calf. Feels good. One more breath here. And then take the knees down. Take your right leg back behind you again, but now your heel is lifted. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Take your left hand forward. Breathe in. As you exhale, knee to elbow underneath you. We'll do this 5 times. Inhale, reach, expand. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Knee to elbow. Think one more. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. And then take it down, come into child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Knees are wide. Take your forehead down to your mat and extend your arms forward. Take 3 breaths here. Taking a rest in between. One more. And then look up towards your hands and walk your hands over to, hold on, let me move my props a little bit, over to the right side of the room. Let your head drop. So you want to stretch through the left side body. When we get into twists, we want our side waist to be stretched out too. Come to center and then go over to the left side of the room with your hands. Let your forehead drop back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, 2 more breaths, guys. And then come back to center. Good, come back up onto your hands and knees. Knees are back to hips distance apart. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide and push down into your palms. Take your left leg back. Stretch it. Spread your toes. Take your right hand forward. So it's like somebody's pulling you in both directions, right? Forward and back. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Knee to elbow. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Draw it in, hold it, and then take your hands down. Let's curl the toes under, lift your hips, come into downward facing dog. Pedal your feet here. So bend one knee at a time. And then come to stillness. Push your chest back towards your thighs. And instead of like letting your shoulders come up into your ears, I want you to pull your shoulder blades towards your hips, right? So you get a lot of nice space for your neck. Breathe in. Exhale it out. look forward and walk your feet to your hands. And let's come over in a ragdoll pose. So feet are hips distance apart, grab opposite elbows, and drop. So here, if you want to bend your knees, do that so that you give some relief to your hamstrings if your hamstrings are tight. It's starting to warm up, you guys. I'm gonna turn my mat a little bit. Kind of see. All right, so grabbing opposite elbows, down, let your head drop, knees can be bent. And then take your hands down to your mat. Take your right hand down, left arm up, bend your right knee. So a little bit of a twist here. And extend your spine long, so not crunching in and trying to twist, but pull everything forward. Right hand down, left arm up. Should feel this in your left hip. Breathe in. Exhale, fold, switch sides. Left hand down, right arm up. Bend the left knee. Good. Extending the spine long, so we're not collapsing in on ourselves. We're pulling the chest forward. If you need help with that, take a block. All right, see how much more space I get with my hand on a block. So you can really extend the waist long. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand and reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Let's take a breath in. We'll do some lunging. All right. Sorry guys, I'm constantly adjusting this. Bring yourself to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right foot back and your right knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Really push into the top of your back foot so you're creating stability here for your pose. Draw your belly button in. Lift your heart. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands to your heart center. Let's do another twist. Press down into your feet, squeezing inner thigh muscles in and up towards your pelvis. So stability here. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, twist to your left. Keep your hands at your heart. And try to keep your thumbs in line with your sternum. And you're just twisting in that direction. All right, so we don't have to turn the arms. Just keep your hands right in the middle of your chest. Try to keep lengthening up through your spine. Crown of your head lifts. Good, let's take one more breath here. And then come forward, take your hands down. Curl the back toes under, lift your back knee, step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Hands to your heart. Take a breath. And as you inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your left foot back. Left knee down. Sweep the arms up into your lunge. Press into the top of your back foot, the sole of your front foot, and draw the inner thigh muscles in and up. Continually trying to lengthen up through your spine. Right, sideways too, lifting like somebody's grabbing your rib cage and lifting you up. Good. Deepen your breath here. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Did you notice I was like up here? Pull the shoulder blades down. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Get strong in your legs again. Pull the belly in. Just exhale, twist to your right, keeping your thumbs in line with your sternum. We're not going too far yet. The fun stuff's coming up. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Couple more breaths, nice and strong in your legs. Good, inhale, come to center, reach the arms up. And then take your hands down, curl the back toes under, lift the left knee, step forward, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, breathe in. Nice long breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right foot back, right knee down. Sweep your arms up. And then take your hands to your heart center right away. Twist over to your left. Take your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Keep the thumbs in line with the sternum and twist your spine. So you've got to be solid in the legs. You're pushing into your feet. Inner thigh muscles are squeezing in and up. And then use this leverage of your hands. Push your palms together. Turn the spine. So depending upon what you've been doing, your spine might be a little creaky. Don't push it, right? If you need to be a little bit more upright, stay there. Just keep working here. Breathe in. Take a breath out. And then inhale, bring your hands back to center. Hands come down to the floor. Take your left foot back to meet the right, high plank. So now we're doing some planks. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. And then lower all the way down to the floor. Knees stretch, chin hit at the same time. Inhale, slide your chest forward, coming into a little back bend, belly down back bend. Hands by your chest. Inhale, lift up, cobra. So it doesn't have to be a big cobra like this. This is kind of on the verge of upward facing dog. Stay low, be nice to your back. So if you pick your hands up, you feel your back muscles engage. Like this is about as high as I can go without my hands. So I just want to stay in that area. I'm not trying to shove my chest up too much. Just holding it here. I want to work on my shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Good. Come into child's pose. Inhale up. Exhale, sink back. Breathe in. And breathe out. It's coming to thread the needle in between our lunges. So inhale, lift your chest up and take your right arm out to the side. Thread it underneath the left and then land on your right shoulder, right side of your head. Breathe in. And breathe out. And let your hips sink back. So this is a little twist for the spine and a stretch for the shoulder, your deltoids. Deltoids are here, if you didn't know. One more breath. And then unwind, take your hands forward. Take your left arm out to the side, thread it underneath the right, landing on your left shoulder, left side of your head. And if you need a little bit more space, you can take a block or a blanket, put your head on that. Your shoulder might not touch the floor, but that's okay. If you're here, just go ahead and let your body weight sink into your shoulder so you create that stretch. Couple more breaths here. Stay active in your forward hand, so push the hand down into the floor. And then unwind. Reach the left hand forward, come back up onto your hands and knees, downward facing dog. So feet hips distance apart again. Go ahead and pedal your feet. Stretching the calf muscles out. Push your chest towards your thighs. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Look forward and walk your feet to your hands. Fold over in ragdoll. One breath here. And release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Good. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, strong in your feet and your legs, hands to your heart center. Go ahead and twist to your right. So here we're hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Keep the thumbs in line with the sternum. Like you might have to come out of it, right, out of that alignment to get your elbow hooked. But then once you're there, come back in. Right, so thumbs are in line with the sternum. Pulling that right shoulder back. Breathe here. Make sure to draw your belly in on your exhale. That's going to help you twist a little bit more in your spine. Nice and solid in your legs. Push down into your left knee. Right, because if we don't, this kind of happens. I'm not really twisting as much in my spine. Solid in your legs and turn. Good. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. One more breath. Good. And look down. Roll the back toes under. Lift the left knee. Step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take a breath in. Give a little bend in your knees so you're not blocking those out. The heart rate come down a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's just me. My heart's like, woohoo. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's come into regular sun salutations now. Hands down, feet back. Come into your high plank. And really draw your belly in. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Shift forward on your toes. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Now, if that doesn't work for you, bring the knees down. Bend the elbows. And then we'll come into upward facing dog. Press into the tops of your feet. Lift your chest and let your hips drop down. Breathe in. Exhale, curl the toes under, lift your hips. Downward facing dog, go back. Big breath in and a long breath out. Look forward. Take your right leg up behind you as you inhale and bend your knees. Actually, don't look forward. Look back. Look back behind you. Bend your right knee and press your right foot to the left side of the room. And then notice what happens here, like all my weight is shifting over to the left side. I'm going to try to keep my chest center and then turn from the leg. So I want equal pressure on my hands as best as I can. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Right, this tends to happen, right? Shoulders up into the ears. Draw the shoulders down. Turn. And then take the right leg down. Left leg up. Bend your left knee and push it over to the right side of the room. Right, so notice if I start to lean too much weight over to the right side, I'm going to come back to center myself, push my chest back, shoulders down, and turn in the legs. Good, keep the top foot active, so I'm spreading my toes. So it's another form of a twist. Take your left foot down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press your chest towards your thighs. Really draw the shoulder blades down. Then look forward. Let's do a hop. Bend your knees. Hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. So coming into chair pose, draw your belly in. Sink your hips low. Good. Maybe lift your toes up a little. So a way to stabilize yourself in chair pose is to take a block, take it between the thighs. So I can squeeze the block so my legs are totally in the movement into the pose. Lift your heart. You can take your hands to your heart center. And let's all twist to the right. Hook your elbow to the outside of your right thigh. If that's a little too much, stay upright, right? It can be like this. Otherwise, you're coming all the way down into the twist, trying to keep your thumbs in line with your sternum. Come out into a forward fold. Separate your feet here, hips distance. Grab your big toe, like what is the name of that toe? The big toe with your peace fingers and fold over your legs. Let your head drop. So notice my shoulders are slumping down towards my neck. Pull your shoulder blades towards your hips, creating space. Bend your elbows out to the side. So we're active here in the upper body as well as the lower body supporting us. And then release your hands. Bring your big toes back to touch. Heels are slightly apart. It's only about like an inch of space. Come back into chair pose. Sink your hips low and draw your belly in. Arms can be up, goalpost arms. All right. Chicken wings, go to goalpost. You guys stay here for a few breaths. You can use the block, but then your feet are gonna be hips distance apart. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Let's twist to the left. So you can hook right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Push the palms together. This upper shoulder draws back in towards the spine. Right, notice my hips started to come up. I'm gonna drop them back down and sink my weight backwards. Give you a little bit more upright. Open the arms. A couple different options. Sink the hips. Breathe. One more breath here. Big inhale. Long exhale as you fold back over your legs. Separate your feet again, hips distance. Coming into gorilla pose. This is where you take your hands underneath your feet. Bend your knees a lot to get into this. Take the hands underneath, your thumbs point in towards one another. And try to get, let's see if I can do this. I was trying to get fancy. Try to get your toes into your wrist crease. Right? And then fold. You still want to draw your shoulder blades down your back and then start to straighten your legs, but you don't go crazy in this, right? If you need to keep your knees bent here to stay in the pose, do that. And just slowly start to straighten your legs, always keeping, though, a micro bend in your knees. Deepen your breath. And let your head drop, shake it out. And then release your hands one at a time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Just gaze through your fingertips to the floor. Just take a few calming breaths. And then bring your hands to your hips. All right, so I'm going to turn to face you a little bit. And let's do some just standing balancing poses. Hands on your hips. Real simple to start. Take your right foot forward. Right, flex your foot and then contract your leg muscles. So if we let the foot and the leg be floppy, it creates a lot of heaviness here. But if I flex, squeeze my leg muscles, push down into my standing foot, draw my belly in, right? There's a little bit more stability here. And then release your hands, take them up. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bend your right knee and then take it behind you. Airplane pose. Reach your right foot back behind you. Hands can stay at your heart center or come into more of an airplane pose, right? Sternum is lifting, collarbones lifting. So you can stay here, or you can take the back toes down to create more stability. You can bend your standing knee a little bit more. If you want to intensify this, take your hands down to the floor into a standing split. Keep that top leg really strong and pushing out. So you can power it up, power it down, hands back to your heart. Bring your right knee forward and then take it down. Whew. Shake that out. So the standing leg gets a lot of work in that. And then we'll switch to the other side. So ground down into your right leg. Left knee comes forward. Sit up tall. All right, so actually no, we're just going straight first. I forgot. So push your left heel forward, pull the toes back, contract your leg muscles, sit up tall. And just stay here and breathe. Let your facial muscles relax. So we're not like, oh, I'm balancing, my teeth are clenched. Let the jaw go. Let your face relax. What's really contracted though is the legs, belly, upper arm bones pulling back. Good, now bend your left knee. Bring your hands to your heart center and then shift back. So left leg is back behind you. Hands at your heart. Lift the collarbones up. Draw your belly in. Keep the standing leg contracted. And you're pushing down into your standing foot. Nice breath. Try to keep your hips even here. Spine is long. And you can take the back toes down. Give a little rest here. Or fire it up. Come into a standing split, hands to the floor, or blocks if you have them. You could use a blanket also. Right. Use what you've got. Keep pushing out through that top leg. Good. And then coming back to airplane. Whew. Left knee comes forward and down. Shake it out. You guys, I need a break. So bring your big toes to touch. Heels are apart. Bring your hands to your heart center and just take a few breaths here. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Bring your right knee forward. Shift your weight back, coming into that airplane pose. Hands will start behind you, but then bring your arms forward. Warrior 3. Bend your left knee. Take your right toes back. Crescent lunge. So you're on your back toes. Lift your heel. I want you to lengthen up through your spine like somebody's taking your rib cage and lifting it up. The legs stay still. Bring your hands together and twist. Hook your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Right, and breathe here. Good, inhale. Bring your arms back up. Crescent lunge. Hinge forward at the waist. Warrior 3. So you just press off your back toes. Right, you could take a couple steps and launch. Bring your hands to your heart center, right knee forward and down. Other side. Left leg forward. Take your hands on your hips, hands at your heart, whatever feels right. Make sure you're creating stability here. And then take your left foot back. Hands can be at your heart center, but just try, bring your hands forward to warrior 3. Drawing your belly in, top leg is contracted. Really working our glute muscles here. Bend your right knee, take the left foot back behind you, crescent lunge. Right, press into your back toes, lift your left heel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Twist. Now you're hooking the left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Draw your belly in and turn. Deepen your breath here. The legs are super active. You're contracting all the muscles in. Good, one more breath. And then as you inhale, bring your arms up, coming to crescent lunge. And then shift your weight forward, hands forward, warrior three. You can take a little half step with the back leg and then lift. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands together. Left knee forward and down. Good. Shake it out. All right. So here we go, you guys. Here's the fun stuff. It's getting warm. So normally in my classes, I don't do all the class, right? So watching you and telling you what to do, looking at you, make sure you're doing it correctly. Can't do that. Whew. All right, ready? Right knee forward. Same thing, shift your weight forward with the torso, right leg goes back. Warrior three, bend your left knee, toes go back, inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, twist to your left. And now hop your back foot up halfway. So it's a little step here. You're still pushing actively down into your left foot. Your left knee is bent. Push off your back toes. Right? So you're leaning your weight forward. You've got to lean your weight forward and keep twisting here in the spine. Look down and then lift your back leg up. Good. Hold it here for as long as you can, or until 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down, untwist, and come up. Step forward, shake it out. All right, so it doesn't always look graceful, and it doesn't have to. We're just checking out what our body can do, and just go with that, right? So it's all, whatever you have is good. So come back to the front of your mat, including myself, right? Hands to your heart center. Lift your left knee forward. Shift your weight. Torso comes forward, left leg back. Reach your arms forward for that warrior three position. Bend your right knee. Good, take the toes back. Crescent lunge. Hands to your heart center. Twist to your right. So hook your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Good, really get into your twist. Legs are strong, belly's pulled in. As long as you contract every muscle into your body, it's gonna help you to create this flying twist. Hop your back foot up halfway. Keep your gaze down to start, and then push off of your back toes, right? So I'm really light on my back toes. My torso is going way out over my toes. And then slowly contract your left leg, lift it up, and breathe. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your left toes back down. Sweep your arms up. Whew. Step forward and shake it out. Oh boy. That's a lot of work for your standing leg, right? So the more you can press down into your standing leg, contract the muscles, the more support you're gonna have for your pose above. So if you're a little bit weak in your legs, the top leg is like dangling, it's gonna be so hard to create that flying twist. But if you can push down actively, everything's drawing in. Like I could even do it from here, maybe, right? It's okay to fall out. All right, good work. Come on, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Take your hands down, feet back. Shift forward on your toes, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Look forward, and then you're gonna jump through your hands onto your tush. Legs out in front of you. So, winding it down. Let's come into a forward fold. So if you want, you can take a strap and put it around your feet and sit up tall. If you don't have a strap or you don't want to, just sit up nice and tall, flex your feet. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then exhale, fold forward. So not gripping too hard on your shins or your feet. Allow that to be a little soft because we're wanting our belly to do most of the work. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold. Let your breath soften. As you inhale, lift the chest up, bring your feet back together like mine went apart. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Your left hand comes a little bit behind you. Sit up tall, create one more twist. Come back to center, take your left hand to the outside of the right foot. Right hand goes behind you. Twist. And then come forward. Inhale up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees out wide. Pull your toes apart from each other. Go ahead and grab your shins or your ankles. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. And then exhale. Hinge forward. Push your elbows into the thigh, but be closer to your hip than you are your knees. If we're at the knees, we're putting a lot of pressure on the knee joint. If you're here in the hip, less pressure in the knees. We're just opening through the hip. And then notice here, if you're kind of slumped in, sit up tall and lean the chest forward. So think about, there's a hook here, right at the top of your sternum, and somebody's pulling you forward and slightly up. You'll fold this way. Much more effective fold. Inhale, come up. Bring the knees together. Take the legs forward. Bring the right foot in. Just hold onto your shin. Flex your left foot and sit up nice and tall. And then wrap your left arm around the right shin. Take your right hand behind you. Take a few breaths here. And then come forward. Take the right leg forward, left foot in. Sit up tall, tall, tall. Breathe in. Breathe out, right? Creating that long spine so that when you do twist, wrap your right arm around the left shin, left hand behind you. You're getting a nice, soft twist in the spine, right? All the vertebrae have space in which to turn from. If we're slumped forward, some of our vertebrae are gonna clunk into something. It's a very technical term, clunk. Breathe. One more breath here in our twist, sit up tall. And then come back to center. Go ahead and grab a strap if you have it. Otherwise, I'll show you an alternative. Go ahead and lay down. Let's just come into taking our right leg up with the strap. Now, if you don't have the strap, you can just hold the back of your leg. Just about the same thing. You're creating some resistance here. I want you to push your right heel up towards the ceiling, spread your toes, and then pull your toes down towards your face. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. And one more breath. And let's take it into a twist. Grab the straps with your left hand. Draw your right leg over to the left side of the room. Keep your heel in line with your hip. So we don't want the foot down to the floor. That creates a little bit too much twist in our lower spine. Push out through the heel. Take your right arm out to the side. You can bring the palm down so you have a little bit more anchor, or just press the top of your hand, actually the back of your hand, down into the floor. And breathe. Keep pushing out through your heel and pull back on the strap. So we're really getting into this outer hip here. It's done a lot of work today in the twists and the balancing. And then inhale, bring it up. Take the strap off and lower it down. Okay, so we'll do it without the strap on the other side. So left leg up. Push up through your left heel, pull your toes down towards your face, keep drawing your shoulders down. So if you're holding onto the back of your leg, you want to push the back of your leg into your hands and then resist with your hands so you're pulling back. So the leg is pushing forward, hands are pulling back. Breathe here. Nice and soft. Two more breaths. And then we'll come into a twist. So if you have a strap, take the strap pieces into your right hand, draw it over to the right side of the room. If you don't have a strap, you're just going to support the inner thigh with your right hand. Snap the left hip over the right. So trying to get a perpendicular lower spine. Reach your left arm out. It can be palm up or down. You choose. Your gaze can go out over your left arm, if that's okay for your neck. Keep pushing out through your left heel. Right, the bottom leg is strong too, so don't let that get lazy. If it's lazy, it doesn't give as much support. If the leg is nice and firm, the right leg, you can twist a little bit more. Let's take one more breath. And come all the way up. Let's hug our knees into our chest and just rock from side to side. Take your knees, make some circles. Go in the opposite direction. And then bring your knees to center. Take your feet down to the floor, knees up, and take your feet really wide on your mat. And then windshield wiper your knees back and forth. Okay, so we're just rolling from side to side. This will be our last twist of the class. side to side. And go slow, so we don't want to really, it's not raining really hard, it's just a really light mist. One more time, side to side. And then bring your knees up to center and extend your legs forward. Coming into our Shavasana. So if you want to support yourself in your Shavasana, you can take a blanket or a pillow, put that underneath your thighs. You could put a blanket underneath your head if you want to. And palms up. So Shavasana, you guys, is the most important pose of our practice. This is where the work can absorb into our body through the stillness. So give yourself that. So I don't know if you're packing your stuff up now and leaving, but don't, please. Let's take one deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out through your mouth. Close your eyes and rest. And let your body be heavy. Your jaw relax. Allow your facial muscles and your throat to be soft. Now slowly begin to deepen your breath. And begin to create small movements in fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then roll over to your right side. Rest on your right arm for a moment. And then push into your left hand, sit up. Come to your seated position. Hands at your heart center and bow your head. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. I'm grateful for all of you. Namaste. And Shabbat Shalom, as we normally say on Friday. Thank you guys for attending and watching. And so the next class that will be online, according to the last thing that I saw, is tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Insanity with Farah. And have a great day, and keep moving, keep breathing, and enjoy. It's a beautiful day outside, the sun is shining, so get outside and get some fresh air. I'll see. Hi, Deborah. Hi. I'll see you guys later. Bye.